Dennis Lehane is an American author. He has written several novels, including A Drink Before the War and Mystic River, which was later made into a film. Another novel, Gone, Baby, Gone, was also adapted into a film. His novel Shutter Island was adapted into a film by Martin Scorsese in 2010. Lehane is a graduate of Eckerd College in St. Petersburg, Florida. Personal life: Lehane was born and raised in the Dorchester neighborhood of Boston, Massachusetts, and continues to live in the Boston area, which provides the setting for most of his books. He spent summers on Fieldston Beach in Marshfield. Lehane is the youngest of 5 children. His father was a foreman for Sears and Roebuck, and his mother worked in a Boston public school cafeteria. Both of his parents emigrated from Ireland. His brother, Jerry Lehane, who is 2.5 years older than Dennis, is a veteran actor who trained at the Trinity Repertory Company in Providence before heading to New York in 1990. Jerry is currently a member of the Invisible City Theatre Company. He was previously married to Sheila Lorne, formerly an advocate for the elderly for the city of Boston but now working with the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office as an assistant district attorney. Currently, he is married to Dr. Angela Bernardo, with whom he has 1 daughter. He lost his beagle, Tessa, in the fall of 2012 and is continuing the search for her. He is a graduate of Boston College High School, Eckerd College, and the graduate program in creative writing at Florida International University in Miami, Florida. He occasionally makes guest appearances as himself in the ABC comedy drama TV series Castle. Career: literary career: his first book, A Drink Before the War, which introduced the recurring characters Patrick Kenzie and Angelo Gennaro, won the 1995 Shamus Award for Best First PI Novel. The 4th book in the series, Gone, Baby, Gone, was adapted to a film of the same title in 2007. It was directed by Ben Affleck and starred Casey Affleck and Michelle Monaghan as Kenzie and Gennaro. When commenting on the movie after receiving a sneak peek, Lehane commented that "I saw the movie and it's terrific, I wasn't gonna say anything if I didn't like it but it's really terrific." Reportedly, Lehane has never wanted to write the screenplays for the films, based on his own books, because he says he has no desire to operate on my own child. Lehane's Mystic River was made into a film in 2003. Also called Mystic River and directed by Clint Eastwood, it starred Sean Penn, Tim Robbins, and Kevin Bacon. The novel itself was a finalist for the Penn Winship Award and won the Anthony Award and the Barry Award for Best Novel, the Massachusetts Book Award in Fiction, and France's Prix Mr. Reader La Critique. Lehane's first play, Coronado, debuted in New York in December 2005, produced by Invisible City Theatre Company. The play had its regional premiere at American Stage in St. Petersburg in April 2006 and its Midwest premiere in the fall of 2007 with Steep Theatre Company in Chicago. Coronado is based on his acclaimed short story Until Gwen, which was originally published in the Atlantic Monthly and was selected for both the Best American Short Stories and the Best Mystery Short Stories of 2005. Lehane described working on his historical novel, The Given Day, as a 5 or 6 year project with the novel beginning in 1918 and encompassing the 1919 Boston police strike and its aftermath. According to Lehane, the strike changed everything. It had a big effect on the unionization movement, and Prohibition came on the heels of that, then Calvin Coolidge promising to break the unions. That's all linked to what's going on now. While Lehane's epic novel centers on the 1919 Boston police strike, it contains a national sweep and might be the first of a trilogy or perhaps a 4-book series. Lehane called the novel his Great White Whale, and said that when he finally finished it, he would either write a sequel or take a break from the cops and return to Patrick and Angie. The novel was published in October 2008. On October 22, 2007, Paramount Pictures announced that they had optioned Shutter Island with Martin Scorsese attached as director. The Lothar Kalogridis scripted adaptation has Leonardo DiCaprio playing U.S. Marshal Teddy Daniels, who is investigating the disappearance of a murderess who escaped from a hospital for the criminally insane and is presumed to be hiding on the remote Shutter Island. Mark Ruffalo played opposite DiCaprio as U.S. Marshal Chuck Earl. Production started in March 2008. Shutter Island was released on February 19, 2010. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal on February 12, 2010, Lehane revealed that he was working on a sixth book in the Patrick Kenzie and Angela Gennaro series, his first in 11 years. The book, titled Moonlight Mile, was released on November 2, 2010. His next book, World Gone By, will be released in March 2015. Lehane was appointed to the Board of Trustees of the Boston Public Library by then-Mayor Thomas Menino in December 2011. Teaching career. Since becoming a literary success after the broad appeal of his Kenzie and Gennaro novels, as well as the success of Mystic River, Lehane has taught at several colleges. He taught fiction writing and serves as a member of the board of directors for a law residency MFA program sponsored by Pine Manor College in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts. He has also been involved with a Solstice Summer Writers Conference at Boston's Pine Manor College and taught advanced fiction writing at Harvard University, where his classes quickly filled up. In May 2005, Lehane was presented with an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree from Eckerd College and was appointed to Eckerd's Board of Trustees later that year. As of June 2006, he was living temporarily in St. Petersburg, Florida, and teaching as writer-in-residence at Eckerd, where he also co-directs the Writers in Paradise Conference each January. In spring 2009, Lehane became a Joseph E. Connor Award recipient and honorary brother of Phi Alpha Tau professional fraternity at Emerson College in Boston, Massachusetts. Other brothers and Connor Award recipients include Robert Frost, Eli Kazan, Jack Lemmon, Red Skelton, Edward R. Murrow, Yul Brynner, and Walter Cronkite. Also in spring 2009, Lehane presented the commencement speech at Emmanuel College in Boston, Massachusetts, and was awarded an honorary degree. Film career. Lehane wrote and directed an independent film called Neighborhoods in the mid-1990s. A film was said to be similar to Good Will Hunting given its setting in Boston's working-class areas like Southie and Dorchester, even though production ended in 1996, more than a year before Good Will Hunting. Lehane joined the writing staff of the HBO drama series The Wire for the third season in 2004. Lehane wrote the teleplay for the episode Dead Soldiers from a story by series creator and executive producer David Simon. Lehane made a cameo appearance in the third season episode Middle Ground as Sullivan, an officer in charge of special equipment. Lehane has commented that he was impressed by the ears of the show's creators for authentic street slang. Lehane returned as a writer for the fourth season in 2006 and wrote the teleplay for the episode Refugees from a story he co-wrote with producer Ed Burns. Lehane and the writing staff won the Writers Guild of America Award for Best Dramatic Series at the February 2008 ceremony and the 2007 Edgar Award for Best Television Feature Miniseries Teleplay for their work on the fourth season. Lehane remained a writer for the fifth and final season in 2008 and wrote the episode Clarifications. Lehane and the writing staff were nominated for the WGA Award for Best Dramatic Series again at the February 2009 ceremony for their work on the fifth season, but Mad Men won the award. He served as an executive producer for Shutter Island. On November 27, 2012, the Boston Herald reported that Lehane would be joining the writing staff of HBO's Boardwalk Empire as a writer and a creative consultant. He will consult with showrunner Terrence Winter on the outline of the fourth season of the show, and he confirmed that he will be responsible for writing at least one episode. Lehane wrote his first film screenplay The Drop, which was adapted from his own short story, Animal Rescue. The film starred Tom Hardy, Noomi Rapace, and James Gandolfini. Released September 12, 2014, the movie received positive reviews, particularly for its smartly written script. Lehane has been contracted to write a screenplay, Silk Road, about the online black market. He is also attached to adapt the script for the remake of the critically acclaimed French film A Prophet. Works, Bibliography, The Kenzie Gennaro Novels, A Drink Before the War. ISBN 0151000093X, Darkness, Take My Hand. ISBN 0688143806, Sacred. ISBN 0688143814, Gone, Baby, Gone. ISBN 0688153321, Prayers for Rain. ISBN 0688153333X, Moonlight Mile. ISBN 0061836923, Other Works, Mystic River. ISBN 0688163165, Shutter Island. ISBN 0688163173, Coronado, Stories. ISBN 978-0061139673, The Given Day. ISBN 978-0688163181, Live by Night. ISBN 978-0060004873, The Drop. ISBN 978-0062365446, World Gone By, Filmography, Mystic River novel the film is based on. The Wire writer, Episode 3.03 Dead Soldiers Story and Teleplay, Episode 4.04 Refugee Story and Teleplay, Episode 5.08 Clarification Story and Teleplay. Gone Baby Gone novel the film is based on. Shutter Island novel the film is based on. Executive producer, Castle actor, as himself, Episode 3.21 The Dead Pool. Boardwalk Empire writer. Creative consultant, The Drop screenwriter, based on his own short story Animal Rescue. Awards and nominations, notes, are shared with Brian Helgeland, while tied with Gary Ross and Laura Hillenbrand for Seabiscuit, B also shared with Helgeland. C shared with Ed Burns, Kia Cawthron, David Mills, Eric Overmyer, George Pelicanos, Richard Price, David Simon and William F. Zosey. D shared with Burns, Chris Collins, Cawthron, Mills, Overmyer, Pelicanos, Price, Simon and Zosey. E also shared with Burns, Collins, Mills, Pelicanos, Price, Simon and Zosey. F shared with Terence Winter, Nelson Johnson, Howard Corder, Steve Kornacki, Christine Chambers, David Philbott, David M. Matthews, David Steen, and Jennifer Ames. References. External links, Lehane Books, Dennis Lehane at the Internet Movie Database, Interview with Dennis Lehane, Interview with Dennis Lehane 2001, Interview with Dennis Lehane 2003, Dennis Lehane on Mystic River, John Connolly Interview with Dennis Lehane 2000, Dennis Lehane Talks an August 2005 Maddy Business Report Interview, Fantastic Fiction Profile, 2009 Video Interview with a Given Day Reading, 2011 Interview in Shots Magazine on the Moonlight Mile.